Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can select your difficulty, play style, favorite team, or accessibility options. You can always check accessibility settings. Accessibility settings.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Breeze now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On first down, Breeze. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And touchdown. Todd Gurley, 55 yards. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63. More, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas.
That's the score. NFC 14, AFC nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. All that, it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now running right through it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC adds on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading it.
And oh, it's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And another tackle broken. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss. Hard
to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Connor. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelsey for the AFC first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Connor. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. James Conner, 49 yards. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Wilson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And give him a gain of 37. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance, not with him.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And Allen's got it. They'll get 16 yards there. And the AFC will have a 1st down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check 55. Alert, alert. Mike, 55. Right there.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Wilson's pass complete to George Kittle.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Wilson. It's complete to Jones. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Wilson now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Wilson. Looking deep for Julio. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Wilson. Jones has it. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. Back to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Clock now under 30, ticks and running. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup.